All right, now we have Bella by the tarp. Now she has crossed this one time earlier today in her training. Realize this is an unbroke horse. I've had approximately 2 weeks. So as you can see, she's very calm. And I was just talking to Cheryl about the way you introduce obstacles is going to make all the difference. If you introduce them with calmness and patience, your horse won't be afraid, they won't be apprehensive, and they'll approach any obstacle with a curiosity that you won't create if you just try to force them over the obstacles. So here, Cheryl's just going, hey, look at this tarp that we don't care about. And Belle's like, well, can I look at the tarp? Cheryl's like, sure, that's fine, but we don't really care about it. If she was trying to scooch away from it, just walk back and forth and try to get a little closer each time. Do not try to get your horse over the tarp if you can't get him to walk next to it. You can stand on it, circle them around it. Cheryl, go ahead and try that. So Cheryl's on it so she can hear the noise it makes. She's just going to send her around to the other side of it. She's got her stick in the drive position. Good job, Cheryl. Coming around. Cheryl's getting really good with horses. So now that you have her in that position, Cheryl, ask her, like we did in the round pen, to move that hind end so she can either drive it or push it. She's going to straighten that hind end out. Now, you always want to be out of your horse's way. That's why we don't lead horses, we drive them. Because if she should decide to be thoroughbred and race over that tarp, we don't want Cheryl in her way. So Cheryl's going to stand on the side of her. She's going to push her head over the tarp. So go ahead and get on the side, Cheryl. You can go that way. You can cross it that way.
Can I? Okay.
Yeah, just go. You go by the... Yeah. Now you got her in position. Now drive. And you want a nice loose rein. Let her put her head down if she wants. She very calmly walks over. Now Cheryl's going to pet her and love on her. And we're going to leave that obstacle alone for a little bit. We're going to go walk somewhere else to let her know that she did it right. Walk away. I walk away all the time. And then come on back to it, Cheryl, and set yourself up and drive back over it. All right, she's never done a teeter-totter, so we'll try that next. Okay, get yourself in position to push her head out of your way. She's getting her head too close to you. There you go. So you want to be able to move that head. There, Cheryl's positioning her stick on the throat latch and pushing her head. And very calmly guiding her across, giving her as much free rein as she can. Okay, now we're going to approach the teeter-totter, which she's never seen. And my approach to the teeter-totter, Cheryl, is the same thing. You're going to walk around it, which she has done that. She's walked around it. But you're going to walk around it. And instead of crossing it directly, you're going to cross it indirectly. So when you get back there to old Wesley, he's supervising out there. When you get back to this corner, get her over to that corner. All right, you come on this side of the teeter-totter. Leave her there. Leave her there. Use your stick to guide her head. We just want her to see that it's going to move. And she's like, oh, it moved. So she just stepped off, and that's what we want to do. Now we want to pet her, keep her calm, and try it again. We just want to get some feet on it so that she can sense it moves. We don't want to get her in the middle of it and then she doesn't know what to do. We want to give her a really easy way out of it. Good. Oh, Wesley. Good. So she's just kind of going through them. That's okay, Cheryl. Pet her. It's okay.
Good.
And you can pet her with the stick. You can, when you're far away like that and she's on a moving object, you can reach and you can pet her. Now here Cheryl keeps moving around. I think that horse did really well. I would stop and just pet her and just let her soak on that was not a very scary thing. and that she doesn't need to be worried about it and she doesn't need to run away from it. So go ahead, Cheryl. Try it again. The same thing. Try to get her angled so not in the middle, so that it goes down. We want it to move down. So there, get her a little on the side. Good. Now you want her to come this way, Cheryl. Good. Okay, so what you're doing is you're angling yourself so she circles around you. You want to get yourself over here so she crosses it at an angle. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay, try that again. So go ahead and drive her around, but then you come across more. So you don't have to go on that side. You could just drive the horse to that side. That's part of what you're doing. Now get around. Now, okay, now bring her. Good. Now bring her. Don't bring her on the teeter-totter, just off. You're in her way. Good. So do it again, Cheryl. You stay right there. Stay right there. Now send her around to the other side. Send her around. Cluck to her. Get her going. No, drive her. Push her head. Push her head. Push her head. Good. Now drive her butt. Harder. Good. Now you got her over there. Now get her up. Good. Now she did the other side. Good. You see where that worked? So now she's gone over when it goes down and when it goes up. So I keep doing that crisscross pattern until they're comfortable. So I would do that again. Well, hello. Who is this? This is my friend, Wally. He's the obstacle superstar. All right, back to Belle. No kisses, Wally. Drive her around, Cheryl. Drive her. Good. Good. Now angle her. Angle her. Good. She's just getting comfortable with the fact that it moves. And she's doing really well. For sake of the video, I'm going to push her to go straight. So let's line her up to go straight, Cheryl. The big thing about teeter-totters is do not stop, because they teeter and they totter and it freaks them out. So Cheryl, the same way she did going over the bridge, has got to stay on her head and go fast enough to keep her straight. So there, Cheryl's positioning herself too much behind the horse. Get your line, looser line, so you don't, there you go. Now drive. Now keep that head straight. Okay, so you see where a lack of head control there is what happened to Cheryl. So that's going to happen to you too, and it happens to me because it depends on how strong the horse comes over on you. So she wants to make sure she guides the head. She seems to be very worried about driving the hind end, but this horse is very forward. Now go, 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 go. Now pet her. Okay, so when you have a horse, and a thoroughbred is very forward, what Cheryl's doing here is worrying about driving the horse. That horse is going. She needs to stay in front of the horse to guide her head straight. Forget about the back end. She's going. If you have a balky horse, well, then you're going to position yourself a little bit more behind the drive line. But in this particular case, this horse is very forward, so you need to keep up with the head so you don't pull her off the obstacle sideways. So here goes Cheryl again. She's going to set herself up for success by aiming straight at the obstacle and keeping a good rhythmic walk. She's not going to change the speed of her walk. She's just going to get herself set up, and off she goes. The horse is very forward. She's going to just keep going. Walk, 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 walk. Good job. Now pet her. Really nice, Cheryl. You're evolving. Really good.